why anti-aging is keeping women stuck and what to do about it. Modern society puts so much pressure on us women to stay young, attractive, to the extent that it's like not possible. Have you experienced that?
Oh, definitely. And it's quite an uncomfortable conversation, really, because it will trigger probably many women, actually, this conversation. But I think it's a really important one to have, because the reality is we are conditioned, and we don't even know it most of the time, but we are conditioned subliminally and not so indirectly to kind of feel that there's something wrong with us because we are naturally in an aging process, and that therefore we need to be fixed. There's something wrong with us. And what that creates is a lot of unease in the system, and obviously a lot of profit for the people that benefit from us feeling not good enough in our bodies. Because if you're in that mindset, if you're in the belief that aging is a flaw and it needs to be fixed, then you're going to be in that belief until the day you die, and you're going to be buying into whatever it is that's going to help you fill that hole. So it's a very captured audience, an audience that's willing to spend a lot of money because it's connected to self-worth. It's connected to everything. The feeling that you're not good enough because you're getting older. How do you make that better if you've got that belief system? The only way is to drop the belief system, and then that's such freedom, because realizing that aging is a natural process and that you can still be radiant and magnetic and confident and adventurous and all of those things that actually really make you shine without needing to fix and feel like there's something wrong because you're aging. And that's like a really big U-turn.
Oh, that's a huge one. As you said, it will trigger many women, but it's important to understand that there is a very, very fine line between letting go of yourself. Like they say sometimes, oh, she doesn't care about herself anymore, and I don't want to be like that. We're not talking about that at all. We talk about looking your very best possible self and feeling that inside as well. You are an expression of this vitality, of beauty as you age. And then if you approach your body as a sacred temple, then the perspective changes, coming from the perspective of nourishing, caring, loving, giving the body what it needs.
There's such a difference between the two. Like when you hear the word nourishing your body and then you hear I need to fix my body, like they're both what you want the same thing. Yeah, you want to feel better in yourself, like, so the end goal is the same, but the way that you approach it, they are completely different. And what we've come to realize with our experience in Ayurveda and energy healing and all the other modalities that we do, and really the modalities that form the basis for our philosophy on embodied longevity, is that we're not just biology. So although you're trying to fix the biology, we're talking here about anti-aging and the marketing of anti-aging to make us feel not good enough and buy more products. So putting it into that context, what really makes us vibrant, what really brings longevity, is when we are focusing on more than just the physical form. We're looking at all the other areas. And, that's not, you can't get that from a product, and you can't get that from your tracker or your sleeping app. They're all just like little modalities. What we're talking about is the bigger framework, the understanding that, you're not just your physiology, there are other parts, and together they create vibrancy and magnetism. That's the opposite to anti-aging and the fear talk. It steps you into a different realm, really, where you can age with confidence and vitality and vibrancy, opposed to control and fear. And that's a really big one, isn't it, Maria? Like when we see that shift, it's huge. You can't go back from seeing something like that.
Yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can't just look at it from the perspective of not enoughness, because the physicality will always show that something is missing, something is wrong. And we are not just physical. If you even think about how your emotions affect you, how your mentality affects you, all these factors matter. it comes from recognizing that not just physicality is important, it's also how vibrant you feel in this body. Because if you're physically super attractive, have you ever noticed that there are people who are physically super attractive? You look at them and like, wow. And then you come nearer to them and you feel like so disappointed. There's nothing there. Like, at least you are not interested. And other people, they are magnetic. They're interesting. They are like, even from far away, that you know that they are special. And that's the energy bit. That's the vibrancy when someone oozes it and you can't not feel it. It's something more than physicality. And that's how we can age, because yes, the physicality will decline. We can to a certain extent slow it down. We can stay physically strong and healthy, but some things like wrinkles, fine lines,
it's just the wear and tear of the body, isn't it, over time?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. But if we come from nourishment, then we can delay it much better than when we come from lack.
It's not even delaying it. I think it's like the journey just becomes so much more enjoyable. Like you've got the two polar opposites. You've got like the current, although it's changing now, thank goodness, but the traditional anti-aging propaganda, I like to call it, like let's go to war with the body, let's fix it, something's wrong. That energy, which is very destructive, it's very fear-based, it's very controlling, and it also gets you to buy lots of things that you don't need. And then you've got the other side, which is actually we can nourish all the layers. And in that, there is this softness, there is this, it's almost like all the good stuff, all the yummy stuff, you know, it's, the delicious food and the wonderful self-care habits and the rituals and great mindset and, all the things that actually make you feel so good in your body. That's nourishing. They're walking the same path side by side, but you can choose one or the other. An embodied longevity perspective is just rich on all levels because it feels so good to yourself. It's soft, it's much more, I'd say, comfortable and enjoyable and a lot more empowered as well. Yeah.
Empowered and feminine. I think like you feel more as a woman when you don't need to micromanage, control, be like completely always very tense. Then as your creativity flows, then that feminine energy in you also flows and is recognized by others.
Life is very full. It's busy. There's a lot of responsibilities. There's a lot of information. We can have anything that we want. There's lots of products out there. And actually, I think what people are craving, and it really does fall in with the philosophy around embodied longevity, is simplicity and more minimal. We don't want 10-step skincare routines. We don't want to micromanage every marker, every tracker. It's just too much. And it kind of, it doesn't feel like we just said about the nourishing way to do it. It feels very much part of that other way to do it, which is very control and fear-based. And also what that brings is shame and guilt. If you're not doing it, if you're not keeping up, if you've missed a day, do you know what I mean? It feels like it sets you up for failure.
Yeah. It's also impossible to stay on track with everything because so if you want to have this amazing life, then it's not just about physicality. It's much more than that.